Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Omi, and today we are here playing Encased. This is a sci-fi RPG game. As you can see now, it is firmly in early access. And I'm not sure exactly how long it takes to get through some of these. You can see the backer builds through July and August. We're coming up, I think, towards the end of the first part of early access. So I figured this was a really good time to take a look at the game. So yeah, you can see we got some early access patches coming up. And then the release. So we've got to take that for what it is, and remember that this is not the full game. But yeah, it's from Dark Crystal Games, and they've worked on some projects before. I believe part of the Divinity Original Sin team. It's been published by Black Tower Entertainment. It's been out a couple of weeks now in early access, so it's up on Steam, and it's currently $29.99. I really like this. This is a game that was Kickstarted. I've had my eye on for a while. I wasn't able to join the Kickstarter, but this is a year on from that. So, yeah, a turn-based sci-fi role-playing game in the vein and made by people who love these kind of games and for people who love these type of games, such as Fallout, Divinity, Wasteland, and Shadowrun. Those are what they say about it themselves. So, you explore, you can fight, you quest, and yeah, you try and survive, basically. You try and level up your character and really try and get everything going. I'm not sure, like I say, how much is in the game at this stage, but I think it's pretty decent. For what little I've seen, again, I like to do these kind of blind. Very positive on the Steam store. So, in the settings, I like to begin in the settings now and again. So you can see here, we got English and Russian. You can lock the cursor to the window or not. You can edge pan, which if you're going to lock it inside the window, then edge panning would be pretty good. Unavailable node text. I'm not really sure what that means, but there's an option for that. Then you got your inputs, and yeah, it looks fairly normal. I mean, quests on an L. I mean, they could just say quest ledger or something, make it a little bit more. Reputation / fame would then be an F. I don't know why the X. Codex ends in an X. But yeah. And of course, these are all rebindable, as any good sort of roleplay game is. So what we set up at the moment is 1920 by 1080 borderless, and yeah, these are just what we've sort of loaded in with. We can see in the background already. So this is kind of where we are with like not a lot of lighting options, and we can move into medium, and now we can see already we got some dynamic lighting and bits and pieces going in. And if we go to high, much more sort of softened. And then ultra, just a little bit of polish on top. Honestly, I think medium looks good enough, and hopefully it'll be pretty good. Get the textures up. low shadow distance. Don't really mind too much about those. And yeah, it's really nice as well to see quite a lot of different options for sounds. You can tweak which bits you want to which bits you don't want. I always appreciate that. So there we go. Now it looks a little bit better. We got the roadmap here that we already looked at. I like that. That means when it updates, we can possibly be keeping an eye on what we've got where. Of course, the credits, like I say, dark crystal. Oh, look at that. You can hold down the mouse button, and it will go all the way through. And you can see all the Kickstarter people. This was a highly watched Kickstarter and a highly supported and backed Kickstarter. Lots of names on here. So yeah, I've got to say I'm very impressed when a game comes out of Kickstarter and then actually does sort of get into early access and still looks good. So we haven't got anything at all because we haven't done anything. So let's jump in a little bit blind.
You remember how it all started.
Oh, do I know?
The year was 1971. The dome was discovered in a remote desert, a gigantic structure of unknown origin. Then, the leading world powers founded the Cronus Corporation with the purpose of researching it. Scientists and other experts were transported inside the dome from Crystal Sands, a city built at its foot. The Spire Station was also built at the top of the mysterious formation, and all the goods and personnel were moving through it to reach the lands beneath the dome. Cronus promised the flourishing of the civilization in its advertising materials. Teleportation technology, flying cars, new power sources, the cure for all diseases, maybe even eternal life. Who knows? We thought it's our golden ticket. We thought these hospitality open doors led us to the greatest treasury in the universe. And although it was impossible to leave the dome, this subtle warning didn't stop us. Our faith in the better future made us blind. We were looking for new technologies and found millions of strange mechanisms we didn't know how to use. We were searching for immortality, but we lost so many lives. We let the genie out of the bottle, and we had no idea what it will take in exchange for fulfilling our wishes. We were delusional, not seeing the big picture. In September 1976, the day you were delivered from Spire to Magellan Station, the delusions were never stronger.
And okay, a very interesting start to the story. So Spire was created on top of this dome to kind of tap into some energy and study on a city's built. And as always, mankind's hubris is its own downfall at times. In many games of this nature, they are a warning this dystopian, punk, apocalyptic future. So yeah. Oh, okay. Hard work and knowledge of Blue Wing. So these are probably more like the workers, I would guess. And then Silver Wing would be more like the admin / business people. Black Wing, military. Orange Wing is former criminals. And these would be the scientists in the White Wing, I'd guess. So the manual workers, office workers, police force, military, former criminals, and scientists. I'm not really sure what these will actually do. Kind of like the idea of being Black Wing or Silver Wing. I don't know what the combat and everything else is going to be like, but I always tend to like playing these games from a diplomatic point of view where I can. So we got male, female, other. Well, no. That's unusual. Okay. It's a decent-ish representation of stuff. Okay, which one's supposed to match? That I probably guess. Let me just go. Guess 11 is what is black, so we can go. I don't see too much difference in the features, if I'm honest with you. $23. Katrina Smith. Don't know, and here we go. Oh, okay. So, light, heavy, high-tech, hand-to-hand, melee, contraptions, piloting. It's all vehicles. Okay, psionics. Oh. The forefathers' machinery. Okay. Leadership, speech, criminal. Oh, there's so many different ways we can go with this. How about we start with almost nothing? Okay. So it's just your strength. That's my awareness, my con, my charisma, intellect, dex, luck, and psi. Okay, so 8 is pretty decent. 8 is pretty decent. So we can get like 4s everywhere. Possibly as like a little bit of a base, basically. And that should give me enough points. So we're not weak on anything, especially. I'm guessing these just go up to 10. Yeah, so even our weakness won't be that weak. I definitely want high charisma, brains, a little bit of deafness. And probably that. Okay, so now what else do we need? So we'll drop a couple out of there. And add in some psychic things, maybe? Maybe. It's guts. Overall health. Point of luck. Okay. I think that's good enough for me. So, we're not going to be the strongest, but that's probably just going to be for, you know, a few puzzles that we maybe could, you know, use some muscle with. Maybe a lifting challenge or a climbing challenge or something. We're not really going to be going with weapons if we can, and really we'll be going with some guns if we need to, basically, in my opinion. So I went higher with perception there to try and sort of help us out. Lower guts, again, trying to avoid combat and find creative ways around it. High charisma, as we spoke about, that would be a good way for us to go. A little bit of brains, bit of more deafness, a little bit of psychic stuff thrown in. Although I guess, honestly, So that is just resilience and psionics. Yeah, no, actually, if we drop that all the way down and then throw that up even further across the board. Yeah, if we ignore psionics, so we're a really good pilot, that's good. So we don't need to hire anyone else to drive us about, we can do that ourselves. We're great with light weapons as well. Pretty good at speech, leadership, medicine, tech, science, a little bit of stealth. Like, we're okay. We're okay. We can always hire some bruising muscle, some more fighters, and I'm sure there might be, you know, if we can hire party people, then there'll be a psychic person to pick up for some sort of stuff. Mechanical energy weapons, fine. Basics elsewhere, high enough initiative. A little bit of movement, decent regeneration, action points, it looks like. Yeah. Ho, 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 ho. Pistols, shotguns, submachine guns. Kind of like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I put speech up, and now all of a sudden we're really good at speech. So what do we do? Kind of like tech. Do kind of like tech. So that makes us now very good with basic weapons, with speech, and with tech. Gambling could be easy. I mean, criminal. So we got pickpocketing for 1 ability point. Okay, so we can buy all these out as well. Yeah, if we go criminal, let's throw that in. We got some. And let's see. Conviction, logic, common sense, a charm, and some barter. So we can't select everything. Yeah, we can't select everything. And right now we don't seem to have any sort of real big weapon stuff. High-tech weapons. What was this? So laser pistols, plasma electromagnetic rifles. Okay, so not too bad. The precise shot, more damage there. Electrical shock. If we get anything, let's throw a high-tech weapon in. Psionics would be move objects, size status. I don't believe that is to move objects. Telepathy. Psi terror, psi control, psi confusion, psi shock. Yeah, they're all unavailable anyway. So it's a good thing we didn't go down that tree. I guess we can just get that. So charm or conviction. We got barter, I think. Nice bit of charm would be good. Survive a head-on collision. Ability to drive. Okay, vehicular assault. Run over a living creature. Handheld ramming speed. U-turn. And big things. I think car driving and then heavy duty driving for now just means that no abilities, no vehicles are off the table. I mean, we've got to go for first aid, right? Might not be able to bandage someone, we can do some first aid, which should include bandaging in my opinion, but okay. So it looks like you get 2 ability points for every 10 points you get in a skill. So we got tailoring, gunsmithing, and mechanics. I'm just going to try and get what we can. Hacking, experience, improved scanning. You know what? We'll take the experience and the hacking, and then survival. More useful items, cookery, and strip, which gets a lot of trash into money. That could be helpful. More useful items, we're not really that strong, so we probably can't carry very much. And that cooking ability, I mean, that's tempting. Let's go with that. So there we go. This will be our little character to go in. I quite enjoyed that so far. The music's pretty decent. The look of the game, the art style seems pretty decent. I mean, if this is early access, then I'm pretty happy with that. We've got a 23-year-old Silverwing female from Katriana Smith. Very perceptive, highly charismatic, bit of brains, and quite deft. We look pretty decent in some combat and whatnot. Good with basic light weapons. Not too bad elsewhere on a combat front, which is pretty cool. We can drive a lot of things. We're decent at medicine. We're good with tech. A little bit criminal inclined when we need to be. And good speech. Now, we don't have a lot of leadership right now, but I'm hoping that will be fine. So, you take the envelope handed to you. The Cronus logo stares up at you from it, along with a large number 1. You open the envelope. Inside, you find a foil-coated postcard depicting a strange glowing mechanism. A second card serves as an official invitation. You receive a second envelope. Inside is a copy of the form you filled out earlier. A third envelope contains another congratulatory postcard and a ticket to Crystal Sands. This is Crystal Sands, the explorer's last stop before they enter the dome. The authority of the committee is hardly felt here, but there's nothing strange in it. Everyone who wanted to really command and rule, they are all there, beyond the flickering edge in the sky. Michael Yearwood, the smiling boy from the cover of Zeit 6 years ago, he was the talk of this town. At 20, he became co-owner of Horizon INR and took the company to the top of the arms market. Few remember him now. These days, Zeit features Cronus staff, who make Horizon's best look like ants. Cronus grows far too fast, outpacing all his competitors, and his management division, known as the Silver Wing, is looking to hire people just like you. High flyers, raring to become the new Michael Yearwood. There is no corporate ladder. This is an elevator. The glass doors close behind you, and the funicula carries you to the spire. A gentle wind rocks the crowded cabin. At the handrail, your view of the city is obscured by the rising heat. The funicular rises on. Frost whitens the window, its pale script upon the glass. The cabin heating comes on. So we can check out the posters or look in the window. Let's have a look at the Let's have a look out the window. Peer through the frozen glass. Merging from milk white clouds. Sunlight reflects upon the roof of the dome. You shield your eyes. The spire approaches. A moment, and the cabin shudders and docks. Okay, so we're at the spire. Clerk at the desk. The fourth and last envelope. Name tag, permanent pass, magnetic chip. No bigger than an aspirin. 38. Hey, looks like we got some people here. 5 others have arrived before us. So it looks like we got one of everyone. Greet the Blackwing. They're the most dangerous. Lieutenant Elsa Olafson. Introduce herself. Hand on the shoulder. This is my first assignment. Man in the orange jumpsuit pretends not to notice. Eyes lower. On thin wrist. Okay. Then the scientist Tomoko Kimura. Article in Subverse about light-emitting minerals with changeable crystalline grids. I'm here for them. Okay. The Blue Wing. So he doesn't speak English, but he's there to finish the aqueducts, it looks like. And a fellow Silver, Monty James. I've read your profile. Interesting. And out at the window, giant concentric circles in the sand. The last moments. This is the boundary. Okay. There we go. So, Silver looks like he's in charge right now. Attention, you are now entering Cronus territory. Mr. Potnin, Miss Kimura, please follow me and pick your seats. Mr. Bisley looks uncomfortable, Elsa. Would you be so kind as to provide him with handcuffs that are more humane? Interesting. Okay. So, we're under the dome. We look to the left. Looks kind of cool. Spacious elevator. And oh, looks like we've made it to our first location. Lift powerful engine suddenly falls silent and the platform stops. The hollow echo of voices is coming from below. The lamps in the wall fixtures are buzzing quietly. The soft rumble of distant mechanisms comes from behind the ventilation hatch. Sweet. So we got WASD. We can focus on a player with tab. F1 to help. We can rotate. We can scroll. Move and interact. Open the action menu. Sweet. Wow. Okay, what were all those? Quests. Okay, so there's our character sheet. That's what we've already built. The inventory, it looks like we've got some combos. The currency, we've got 40. We've got an inactive Selectron. Okay, so maybe we need to get that activated and then we can move about. And the third letter. Aha, okay. Sincerest congratulations. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, we can split there. Looks like we got relic slots then and belt items, primary and secondary weapons. You've got your 4 main clothing slots. Really doesn't look like we got too much right now. Gloves, belt, backpack, and the mask. Okay. I guess you still got your stats here, so you can see where we're going. Radiation, withering, hunger, thirst, and encumbrance. So, okay. Need for food, withering, body tone, invisible, and deadly. Okay. So data. My story, that's what we've done. Elevator is stopped between floors. Let's track that one. Reputation. Aha, so this is my own faction then, I guess. The Silver Wings. And we have a little bit of respect because we are a Silver Wing sort of ourselves. Companions are there, pretty decent. Main elevator, lift control, evacuation, ventilation. Okay, seems to be a pretty big map within that. Okay. So I guess these are our options. We're going into the ventilation shafts. Let's go search these boxes. There we go. This is a planned stoppage. Small gun part. Okay. So this is Derek Exler. We don't know too much about him, I guess. Oh, so he evaded that. And evaded that. Talk, examine, pickpocketing. He evaded that. Lovely. So 34. That 34% chance. And basically we got nothing. We got absolutely nothing. Okay. Let's take some cover. Like, do I get any better? Oh, and there we go. So we just died. We just died 30 minutes in because we went to the ventilation shaft and seemed to talk to someone who was basically there stealing from the thing, and that is really kind of weird. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's... wonder if there was anything we could do. Metal locker. So yeah, we just don't have like anything we can use. Right? There's like nothing we can use. And because we're non-combat, it doesn't really look like we can do too much, but we can get ourselves a wrench. Okay. So we might do a bit more damage than no. And we got ourselves a few bits and pieces that we might be able to use. Okay. And this little grid-based system here. Okay. So probably best to try and find a way to get all these to work together. Lovely. Okay, so a bit of inventory management to it. Again. What were the settings? Is there a sneak? Okay. So if we're not oops. Okay, so I can't get there or get whatever he was doing there. But maybe we can get some stuff. Yeah, lovely. Search the equipment. Piece of cloth, doesn't look like much. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh my god, he critical me. Okay, 29% chance to hit. Quick thrust, so 2 to 5, 5 to 10. So that's Okay, is that better odds to hit them from different angles? It doesn't look like, but at least we've got a little bit of damage on him, and then we die. Oh. Okay, this is pretty brutal going in without the combat character. This is a pretty brutal way. There are other ways of doing this, I'm sure. That's fine. Okay. So we're almost dead, but at least we did that. So, yeah. I mean, that's okay. We got everything. And we are still alive. I mean, barely, but we are still alive. I think we must have hit everything here, right? Like all of these are empty. Okay. So we have 1 health point. That's how close we came to dying. It does not look like we've got any perks yet. But okay. I guess that's a far more sensible way of doing things. Far more. Excellent. And then we've got all this stuff. Let's get that going on there. Inventory. I do like getting inventory set up correctly. Fitting as much as we can on that one page. Bear with me. Black pin. Oh, okay. So I guess I can just put that on ourselves. And that gives us a little bit there. Doesn't seem too bad. Yes, look at this. Oh, look at us go. Inventory management. Okay, so we've got like plants, we've got people walking about. Ooh. Potato. Excellent. So, Dean Riot. Yeah, let's tell him what happened. Okay, Apparently not. Oh. So sticklers here for their processes. I get that. Management tier and all that. Welcome Under the Dawn. Mankind's Best. Tra-la-la. La-la-la-la. Ready to begin. Dictate your data to him. Looks like he was ready to do that. Selectron. First clearance level. Archives, the administrative, the warehouse, and to be honest, basically everywhere except the entirely classified locations. So that's pretty good. Combat uniforms. Elevator 2, or elevator -2, I guess. Calvin McPherson. Weapons given out on level 3. Oh, again, -3. Weapon handling exam. And then we're all working for the sake of science. Professor Van Ulden, level 4. Relics, anomalies, and synthesize what we learn. And then... Excellent. So I guess we're not able to talk to him any further. Okay, so this is one of these terminals, I guess. Let's log in. Open our mail. So there we go. There's a little update on what we've got. Token of gratitude, limited edition helmet at the warehouse. Sweet. So I guess that's the pre-order bonus or the kickstarting bonus there. That's a bit of news. Stat. Here we go. We can see procedural actions. Clearance level 1. Oh, okay. I'm not sure we're supposed to be in this, but okay. I signed the task, and after 2 days, still have no data. Yet a report from the medical staff. So that's Kingsley. And then Warhol says, "My fault, Mr. Kingsley. The reports aren't ready yet. But the GP provided some curious information. This may not be the first time expedition members have exhibited these symptoms." Dlzeki, "The ring?" Warhol replies, "Yes." Sorovsky calls it the halo eye. We're still researching the physiological effects, but some of them have already been recorded. Kingsley says, "Initiate an examination of all employees. You have until the end of the week." Interesting. Interesting. Scanner turret. Excellent. So I guess scanning almost everything, searching almost everything is pretty good. Letitia Rivers. See what Letitia Rivers has to say. Take a leaflet. There you go. Not really sure what that's all about, but that's okay. Is this a vending machine? Or is this just a container? This is just a broken one. And there's a proper one. And a proper one. We can sit. There's a TV set. Okay. Harry Rockwell's there. Wonder if we can use that. No, so we got to talk to him. Walk up and interfere. Okay. Threaten him. Can we not loot it? I mean, he looted it. But we're not allowed to. Propaganda. Monty James is... So, I mean... Okay, so we can't we can't just take that. It's always good to test your limits nice and early. Expected more. Could try and register him. So he is a silver. Okay. Who else is down here? Indra Kapoor. Looks like security of some sort. Not sure what's really down there. Reaching out to you. Fourth camera and civilian. Surveillance room lost signal. I mean, I guess I can look up office cabinet. Got any res now? Surveillance room is upstairs. So we can't do anything with that. But we can take anything that's not nailed down. This is an RPG. We know how this goes, guys. We do know how this goes. You take everything that's not nailed down because it's gonna be useful at some point. And if it's not, well, hell, it's now going to be up for sale and allow you to do what you want. So I can use that terminal. Okay. Look at all these good things we're getting. I can use a telephone. I'm not sure exactly what we're supposed to be looking for. Okay. So, you were asked to repair. No signal from the fourth camera. Hey, take note of her nails. 3 centimeters long, sparkling black. Interesting. Okay, so we got a bit of fun here. The energy supply efficient restored after 8 minutes. A spoon had basically got out. Chewing gum. And okay. So the first monitor, second monitor, third. Vending. Got the fourth outlet of the ventilation system. Signal cables are in the mainframe. So can we now... So I'm guessing we've got to go perhaps in somewhere? Like, I'm not sure where we're supposed to go with this. So that's the restrooms. So where would be the ventilation shaft that we'd want to go into? Is that where we were? Oh, so we gain reputation with Blackwing but lose it with Orange. Okay, let's talk again. So we haven't fixed that. Guess we can't do anything here. Okay, did we just register Monty, maybe? See if we can just get that quest done. There we go. So we have registered Monty James. That may be an issue. I don't really know. Call the elevator, the viewing point. Okay, Spick and Spam, Training Day, All Seeing Ray. Hardware related. So let's track that. We searched and done everything we can. No, pile of papers. Okay. Anything fun? Just a pile of papers, apparently. So we know what the issue is there. So it could be a problem in the mainframe. So either in the signal cables or in the mainframe. Okay. So we got the mainframe. But I guess we're not allowed to use that. We can't talk to her. There's nothing in the terminal. Okay, so we can't hack, we can't use. So there's nothing in there. I don't think there's much in there. Let's go in here then and see if we can't. There's a broken public terminal here. Cool air from the vents. Okay. Let's check what's in here. Broken lavatory. Empty. Okay, so there doesn't really seem to be much to be done right now with a lot of these. Looks like the floor beds are pretty decent. These floor pots. Excellent. We've like explored a lot, so we get stuff for it. I'm like not against that. I'm really not against that. Game that rewards you for exploring as well as other stuff. That's okay by me. I'm a little bit worried about Monty. A little bit worried. So I can go there, I can try and look all the way out if I want to. So I guess storage and parking then. Let's go and have a quick look around at this level and then see what we can do. Sweet. So bunch of people working on stuff, boxes to search. The warehouse. Let's go talk to him and try and get ourselves the actual the stuff. Give him a high five. Don't mind with that. Ham are the first settlers. Okay. Can Rose give briefing? Let's hear it. Basic field kit every 2 years. Okay. Silvery white jacket, shoes, a skirt or pants, a black, depending on gender. I mean, that should be my choice regardless of gender. A black shirt and a shiny necktie. Windsor knot. Weapons, armory, and under 3. Gloves and headgear. Purchase those. Okay, so gloves. Insulated engineer gloves. Electricity and defense class. We've got some heat and cryo damage. So where do I just put this? Do I just drag it across or what? Do I drag it here? Do I drag it across? I'm not really sure. Yeah, it looks like we're supposed to drag it in there, but it wasn't dragging in. Piece of cloth, bolts, glue, shells, some black powders, rare earth metals. So it looks like that's kind of a nothing. Hey, that's pretty cool. Okay. So how much money do we actually have? 50. Big old backpacks. Big old backpacks. I mean, we've got a helmet. So we don't really need... We don't really need that. There's a bunch of fun stuff. Okay. And he does have a shovel, which... we don't need. At this point, I'm thinking... we can just put those in. Yeah. I guess that would be good enough for me. So, a nice office jacket. We can double click the first settler's helmet. Get us some pants. And some shoes. Lovely. So we can put that there. Looks like it's messed up my inventory system a little bit. But that's okay. Okay, so we don't have a belt. We don't have a backpack. We don't have a mask. We do have a decent set of items here. So yeah, defense class has just gone up by 7. So we've doubled our defense class. It looks like we might have changed up a little bit of our initiative as well. That looks to have gone up. So we've got lockpicks. We've got these steroids, basically. We've got the black pin on, which helps us a little bit. We've got a wrench right now as our only weapon, which isn't the best, but it is what we it is what we have. So let's try and sort that out. Encumbrance, we're pretty much at max. So yeah, inventory management isn't going to be a huge thing for us. I do like, though, that like we've got a block of wood and everything, but one of the biggest things is a potato. That is one of the biggest things we have. Armor, weapon, others. Lovely. So we can sort through that. And we'll be able to hopefully figure out what's going on with some of this stuff. How do I get up here? Do I have to go up somewhere and all the way around? I have to climb up there. Okay, so that's probably to get into the security room. I see. I see. So we'd have to probably get rid of her, talk, then we can go in. I kind of like this, you know. I kind of like the style. We haven't played with any of the story yet. But we are up on our hour, which is pretty much where I like to do things. So yeah, this is a very intriguing new game. This is a very intriguing new game for me. Like I say, it's right within my wheelhouse of what I love. It's a role-playing game. It's post-apocalyptic, a little bit of sci-fi element to it. Story seems interesting. Where's the dome come from? What is it? Why can you not leave it? Where's the problems gonna come from within it? We got ourselves a couple of quests. We had that interesting combat, which, you know, combat's fairly unforgiving. I saw quite early there. In the end, though, there are ways around combat, and I like that. That was something that we didn't have to fight out. So, first impressions of Encased. It's an alpha. So it's early access. And as we see by the roadmap, like it got backed, it's pretty decent at the moment. We've been about a month or so in early access since that was fully released. I think that was like September 17th, 18th, 19th. I'm currently recording this on October 19th. So we're about a month in, I believe, to the first early access. And everything here seems to be pointing towards the fact that, yes, there will be more added. And, yeah, right now, we saw that the psionics weren't in it. That'll be interesting to see what kind of things we can get from that. Each update will be better and more sort of involved. I like that. And, yeah, new characters, weapons, relics, quests, and more. So, an ever-expanding and evolving world. So right now, we're at the beginning of early access. There's a long way to go. Now, that being said, do I feel... Oh, look, I can even rewind with right-click. I like that. Sorry, I'm just messing about with that there. So, the whole sort of early access thing, it does split people's opinions. It does. But this has gone through a Kickstarter. Now, most things, if they were going to end up unfinished, would basically be on Kickstarter. Like, they'd get funding, they'd put out very, very basic concept art and some, broken in-game assets, and then, we've seen this a bunch of times with different games, different companies, and that's where development ends. They take the Kickstarter money, and they're off to do something else. This has already gone through Kickstarter. It's already been funded. It's already got his money in. We've already seen as well on the roadmap the backer builds. So the Kickstarter now is fully sort of done. All the stuff for the backers is done, apart from anything outside the game they might get, which I'm not aware of. But we're now into early access, and it already looks like art, seems pretty good. There's a good style to it. The music seems to fit really well. A few things need a little bit of polish. That's fine. The basic gameplay, the interfaces, they all look really good to me. The character creation feels solid, robust, detailed. There's traits and other things, and I don't know what else is to be put into the game. But right now, if they released this at, I'd say somewhere around like $12, $15, and this was all the game was, is what you see right now, I'm buying. I'm buying the game at about a $12 to $15 price point right now. Steam sale, $10, I'm in. Let's go. And I'm not expecting anything more than what I've seen right now, with maybe 5 hours of gameplay in terms of quests, a level cap at like level 10, and not much game to play, but in a really good state, as we basically have seen this. So I'm thinking, okay, I would do that if they added a little bit more. I'm able to push my price point up to about $20. They're asking for $30, and they've also got a bunch of stuff on this roadmap. So there's 3 more early access patches. So if this is basic, and then they're going to add some features in, and then they're going to expand some quests or something, and then maybe they expand the world, unlock some more abilities, bug fixes, etc. along the way, as usual. But if they do get those kind of things going, and let's say the first patch hits December, the second patch hits February, March, the third patch in early access hits in August, and then they fully release in September, October next year. So they've got a full year of early access. I'm okay with that. I think that's a good progression. It's going to be a good way of making sure the game's ready when it's fully released. if you're not sure about a game in early access, do not spend your money on it. However, I'm already seeing stuff right now, and other screenshots and other little videos poking out about Encased, which do make me think that it could be worth the money right now. $30, like I say, you're getting maybe half of that value right now, with a lot more development in early access than the release stuff. I quite like that fact right now. I'd like to see more languages as well. I think that would help them out. There's a lot of non-native English speakers and non-native Russian speakers out there. So, like French, German, Italian, Spanish, and then maybe Asian, because, you know, Asians do like the roleplay genre, so I think that would really fit in well with them. At the moment, though, English and Russian, it suits me. I speak English. That's fine. But yeah, Dark Crystal Games. Not heard too much about them before, but they have had their hands in a few of the games, like I say before, with like Divinity and a couple of others. Black Tower Entertainment, I like to see what they can do, but so far, like I say, it's got very positive feedback, and I'm kind of digging it. I'd love to explore it in detail. I'm probably going to spend another couple of hours just exploring around, getting a basic feel for the game, and then we might actually just start off a brand new character, and I might just play through this on my own time. If you want to see a series, as always, you've got to get involved. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below which tells me, hey, I'm interested in watching this. If you tell me you want to watch it and you're not subscribed, then I don't know how you're going to watch it, because you're not going to get the notifications. Hit that notification bell as well. That will help solve that. But if you want to see where this game can go, hit me up, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. But this is a game I would enjoy playing. And even for early access right now, I think we're in a really good spot. My first impressions is controls feel nice and tight, the camera's cool, graphics, sound, art style, storyline, and what I've seen implemented, I'm a fan. So if you do like games like Fallout and Wasteland, you know, Shadowrun, they've all been sort of listed as games that, yeah, that they've sort of taken some maybe inspiration from Divinity. Even the old games like Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment. Like, this is a fun version of a sci-fi post-apocalyptic game. It's in that vein. The isometric camera, just, I'm in. And if you want to be as I say, $29.99 American in the Steam store right now, in early access. And so, yeah, I think they've done some hot fixes already. So, but that's not the patches. I think we've had 3 hot fixes. We haven't had a patch yet. So that goes to show that these aren't just little things. I think these are big things coming. So yeah, if you're not in on an early access, that's fine. But keep an eye on this game. I think it'll be good. Right now, I think nothing but positive vibes. Really. Nothing but positive. I really, really, really dig this so far. And we've only been an hour in and like walked around one little level. So, yeah. Excited to see where it goes. Thanks very much for watching. Like I say, give this a shot. Go watch other videos on it. See if it's for you. If you think it is, jump in on it. If you want to wait, you can too. But I would at least go on Steam or your platform of choice, and keep an eye on it. Go to their website, Black Tower Entertainment, Dark Crystal Games. Go and look up some stuff there and see if you can find out more information that might help you decide. But for me, I'm in. I'm sold. This is my kind of game. I loved Shadowrun. I loved that. I actually backed a couple of the games on Kickstarter there. This is exactly the type of thing I would have kickstarted as well. So, I'm really happy that it got through Kickstarter. But yeah, Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment, Fallout, like, they're all games I really, really love. And I think this just adds to that list. So I've been Chris Orme. This is Encased. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Till then, y'all take care.